Welcome back everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 because we got a new trailer to break down. AMC posted this real cool, first look at the last episodes of The Walking Dead Season 10, and we have commentary from the cast and crew and some new footage for Season 10. So we're going to break all that down in this video today. If you are a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe because The Walking Dead Season 10 is right around the corner. We're going to be getting trailers and stuff like that, which we're going to be breaking down on the channel. And then when the season actually comes back on, we're going to be doing breakdowns and reviews and all that kind of stuff. So be sure to subscribe. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Alright, so the trailer picks up with the group in the cave. This is going to obviously be episode 9. It's going to be a pretty big episode. We have the characters here. We have walkers. And then we have a shot of Magna talking to, I believe this is Carol, and saying like, what were you thinking, running, by yourself? Because it was essentially Carol who got him into this mess, running after Alpha. And it is kind of surprising you see Magna sort of like be angry at Carol. I don't know. It's just like, I know Magna isn't like the most friendly person ever, but just seeing her show some attitude and being angry at Carol is kind of surprising to me for some reason. But nonetheless, it does look like she's going to be kind of pissed off because they're going to be in a really tricky situation here trying to get out of this cave. And I do feel bad for Carol because if something happens to one of the characters in the cave, which most likely, something will happen, that's going to put a lot of pressure on her. But anyways, moving on, we got a shot of Connie here and Daryl, and they're trying to figure out a way to get out of the cave. We have shots of the group just like climbing the rocks. There's a shot of Jerry. They keep going back to that shot of Jerry. It looks like Jerry's gonna have a tough time getting out, and the trailer definitely made it seem like he gets bitten. But I don't know if the trailer would give that away, because that'll be really dumb if the trailer gives that away. So hopefully not. But it does look like Jerry's going to get in a tricky situation here. Next, we have a shot of Alpha walking out of the gates and basically tells the other Whisperers, like, don't let them leave. So that's kind of scary. Because they're going to be stuck down there with walkers, but it looks like the Whisperers are also going to be trying to do stuff to not let them escape. So if they're going to be here guarding, whatever, this hole or whatever that they fell into, this cave, it's going to be interesting to see how they actually get out. Like, they might have to like dig their way out and go to a totally different location. We'll see. And then next we have a little bit of commentary from Angela Kang, and I'll talk about what she said. So basically she's saying that everything is in question now. Borders have been crossed. Obviously referring to like, shit's gonna go down in the second half. She even says that the first half was a bit of a cold war, but now things are getting hot. So yeah, the second half is gonna be like full-on Whisper war, and it looks to be like a lot of action, especially that battle at the Hilltop. So that's all very exciting stuff. But we also have this shot again of Carol and Daryl in the cave. Daryl saying that I can't even let you out of my sight anymore, because it looks like Carol is like, on a vendetta trying to kill Alpha. Hopefully she does. I know people, it's either going to be Negan or Carol, but for me, I want to see Carol do it. And then we have this shot of the group back at Alexandria having like a meeting, and Gabriel says, you're all hesitating because you're afraid of them. So it looks like maybe Gabriel wants to go and cross the border and fight, but some of them don't. But I think when the group that escaped, because they don't really know about the cave, but when the group comes back, the group that fell into the cave, and they tell them what happens, I'm sure those who are sort of hesitating going to war are going to change their mind, especially again if somebody ends up dying. We also have this shot of some Whisperers and walkers. I believe this is them, walking up to the gates of the Hilltop. Again, that looks to be like the highlight of like the big thing that's gonna happen this season. Oh, I mean for the Whisper War, because we still have the Commonwealth and stuff happening too, which is very exciting. But anyways, then we have Alpha here talking to Beta, saying that the enemy is always watching. And then we have Beta here also, but they Alpha, Samantha Warren, who plays Alpha, has a commentary over this part, and she's saying that everything is ramped up. There's going to be a lot of anxiety and suspense this season, which is all great things to hear, because that's I think why the show has benefited so much from the Whispers, because they bring suspense and anxiety to the show. So I'm always excited to see more of that for The Walking Dead, because the show has really returned to its original roots, which is horror, mainly because of the whispers and how scary they are. So it's always cool to see that. And then we have that shot of Michonne. Not too much Michonne in this trailer. This is mainly like a Whisper War trailer, but still, I just wanted to point that out because I'm very excited to see some Michonne stuff also, and you know, it's exciting to see that we're gonna actually go to the naval base with her. And then we have the group here at Alexandria running, and they have spears. Like we have Rosita and Laura. So it looks like there's also gonna be a battle at the Hilltop, or excuse me, at Alexandria and the Hilltop. So that's gonna be interesting. You see if they split up, like maybe Alpha goes to the Hilltop, Beta goes to Alexandria or something like that. But yeah, it looks like something's gonna be going down at the Alexandria also. We have a shot of Daryl standing on a rock. Look, I mean, that's kind of terrifying. Look how many walkers there are. Like, it looks like they're gonna be jumping from rock to rock and doing some parkour to escape this. So I mean, that's gonna be cool to watch, but also, you know, pretty scary for the characters. And then we have a shot of Gamma here at Alexandria, and then we have Gabriel talking to somebody through the gates, like the cell, which I'm assuming is Gamma. And it's Gabriel says that you're hiding something, so it looks like Gamma's gonna come and, you know, is gonna help Alexandria, because we saw that in the very first trailer we got after episode 8. Gamma came to Alexandria and said that I have information for you. Or that was to Aaron, I think, but there's another scene where she was talking about, like, you know, helping them out. But yeah, the point is, Gamma looks to be you know, against Alpha and the Whispers and wants to help out. I believe her. I think she is gonna help out. Obviously there's gonna be some doubt there, and that's what Gabriel is doing here, you know, doubting her and, you know, putting her in the cell. All that makes sense, but I do think, you know, I think she's gonna be, you know, truthful and help out, because I don't really see why she would like Alpha. I mean, because Alpha sort of brainwashed everybody and made them think that's the only way to live, but here we have people living in communities happy. So, you know, start to expect a lot of the Whispers sort of revolting against, you know, Alpha. And then we have some more footage of the cave. Like, we have this cool shot of the camera kind of zooming in on Alpha in the cave and then going back to Carol. So it looks like they're going to be seeing each other in the cave. And then we have a shot of Magna, and there's some walkers, and it's really dark. It's hard to see what's exactly happening, but she screams somebody's name, and I can't really hear that name. But hopefully it doesn't mean what I think it means. And then we have some commentary from Gimple, and he basically is saying that, you know, a lot of huge stuff is happening this season right from, you know, the beginning of the second half. We have a shot of the group at Hilltop. Daryl's there, which means he survives. No, I don't think anybody expected Daryl to die at the cave. But yeah, this looks to be like, look, we have everybody lined up here prepping for the battle. All the walkers and whispers there. And then we have some commentary from Josh McDermott, who plays Eugene, and he says that the world is expanding, and that obviously is referring to his character, because we have this shot of Eugene here talking to the radio, and based on this shot, it looks like he maybe heard somebody behind him, because remember, the girl on the radio said that this can only be between us. So I think he probably heard somebody and is just like sort of hiding what he's doing, but eventually he will tell somebody. We have a shot of Scott and Gabriel here. It looks like they're in a battle. Hopefully they use Scott more. I like Scott, and he's still on the show, but they barely use him. But we saw him a couple times in this trailer, which is interesting. So hopefully they do continue using him. We have a shot of Rosita here with her weapon and swinging it. It looks like she's going to be fighting like a Whisper in her house, because of that other trailer where they kind of made it seem like a Whisper was going to kill her baby. I don't think her baby's going to die. I think she's going to end up killing the Whisper. But we know she's going to get in an altercation here with a Whisper inside of Alexandria. I also really like what Cooper Andrews said here in his commentary. He said, there's no more teasing of what's to come. We're officially in it. You know, we're going to fight. So I love that, because The Walking Dead does tease a lot. But we have this cool shot of Jerry killing some walkers here on their way to escape the cave. And then we cut to Negan and Alpha. There's going to be some Negan and Alpha stuff. It's going to be pretty big, I think, this season. Jeffrey Dean Morgan has some commentary about that. He talks about him and Alpha, you know, Negan and Alpha being like a formidable twosome. And they're going to have a lot of stuff going on this season. We have this shot of Negan and Alpha talking. And Negan says, like, I've been where you are. Because obviously he relates to her being a leader of the Saviors. We have this shot of Alpha putting up a knife to Negan's like balls, which which is kind of funny, but also kind of terrifying because that would hurt horribly. But yeah, he's basically, you know, showing her, no, she's basically showing her dominance to Negan, which is kind of funny. But anyways, we have some Beta and Negan stuff also here. Ryan Hurst has some commentary here saying that Beta does not trust Negan at all. So that's also where, you know, Beta and Alpha are at odds. And we've seen that throughout the season. And it's going to be another thing where Alpha trusts Negan, likes Negan. Beta does not like Negan at all. We have this pretty cool shot of Negan like full on whisper with the mask. Like this is probably like the best shot we've had so far. And then it cuts to Beta right behind him, kind of showing us that Beta's always watching, you know, Negan. He doesn't really trust him. So we'll see what happens with that. Obviously, you know, Negan's not turning into a good guy. So if anything, Beta's right. But I think Alpha trusting Negan could potentially be her doom if Negan doesn't want to kill her. There's also a shot here of some whispers opening up this door that kind of goes down, and we saw Beta also in that doing this in the first trailer. So to me, it kind of makes me feel like maybe there's some sort of like hole and they dug their way into Alexandria. That would be interesting because Beta is in Alexandria in the trailer. So that's gonna happen, and this is again, you know, the same exact thing. We saw Beta jump inside this hole, and now some two other whispers. So maybe they're trying to dig their way into Alexandria, which would be very terrifying, honestly. There's also this clip of Alpha, Gamma, and Beta talking, and you can just tell from this, like this, you know, how the characters are talking. Gamma is like hiding something. Like Gamma does not like fit in. I don't know why. I just kind of feel like, you know, she doesn't look like, you know, she's fully engaged in it. It looks like she's just sort of like just being there so she can protect herself and not, you know, look like she's you know, against them. But that's pretty good acting from the actress Thora Birch, because she's not even saying a word, but we can see it in her face that she's not, you know, on the same page as Alpha and Beta. But anyways, Beta here is saying that we underestimated him, and that's all it says. It's a really quick clip. So I think it's referring to Negan. I don't know what Negan's gonna do, but I think that's what he's talking about. It could also potentially be Daryl, like underestimated Daryl because he found his way out of the cave and stuff like that. But we'll see. And then here's that shot I was talking about of Beta in Alexandria, and again he jumps down that same exact hole. So it looks like they found some way, some portal. No, I'm not kidding, it's not a portal, but they dug some hole into Alexandria, which would be pretty cool to see. And then the trailer ends with this, which is sort of like scary. It just ends with Carol screaming. I don't know if she's screaming at Alpha or she's screaming because somebody ended up dying and she's screaming for them. But regardless, I do think somebody's gonna die. Like if everybody survives this cave, that would be weird because Alpha's whole plan would just be a waste of time. So I think somebody's gonna die, and I think that's why Carol is screaming here. But you guys let me know in the comments down below. Do you think everyone's gonna survive, or do you think someone's gonna end up dying, or you know, what do you think is gonna happen? But yeah, that was a real cool you know, little trailer teaser that AMC posted, some commentary from the cast and crew. Really got me hyped up for season 10. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it. You know, I'm sure we're gonna get more trailers in the next couple days and weeks leading up to season 10B, and of course we'll be covering it on the channel, so be sure to subscribe. But as far as this video, I am gonna wrap it up there, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, let me know all your thoughts and opinions about the trailer in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.